What's up, everybody? It's Ryan, Regular Dude Gaming, coming at you with some more Diablo 4. I don't really have a plan for what we're going to do today, so we're just going to get into it. Get into what we get into. Oh no, I don't want to do that. That would have been bad. Happy Sunday. Hope it's going well for you. Probably going to stream just, quick stream today. Maybe an hour, hour and a half. Depends on how it goes once we get in game and what we get into. Let's see. Let's see what's active. Let's see. Oh, there's a Helltide about to start. I think they start at the top of every hour. What to do? Let's start off with some cuirass runs. How about that? Could always use some more runes. Let's see, inventory's empty. Let me go drop these off so that way we can get like a good read of what we're picking up in the Caressed Undercity run. Okay. All right, let's do some rune Caressed runs. Let me pop these elixir. Where's my... There it is. That's my jam, the added armor and thorns damage. Alrighty, let's get to it. Okay. Go to that next, to the next level. Running kind of low on time. Not really low, but you start with 65 seconds, I think, on these. It pays off to do a little bit of extra enemy killing on the first couple floors. Plus you get 23 seconds every time you change the floor, so... Let's go down here and get these beacon. That guy was a little resilient. I think he had armor up buff or something. You see the little icons on the elites, it tells you what their buffs are. This guy's shock lance. I hate the electrified obelisks because they end up just crushing you if you're near them. Not so much, since I capped my resistance. Look at this guy. Let's get to the Grand Spirit event. Grand Spirit Beacon. I'm almost maxed out on attunement, so probably just need to get one of these beacons, if that. I just said attunement rank 3 achieved, but I don't know why it just now said that. Hive Master, nice. The Hive Master, sometimes you'll see him on the Caves District, and it's like a boss, like a floor boss, basically. There's another one that's like Spore Keeper or something like that. So those are the two like in-run bosses you encounter occasionally, not every time. All right, boss time. Hang out for a second and let my cooldowns come back around. At least my Scourge, LT. That's how you do it. Alright, let's head back. We'll start up another one. I need them runes. That's, you know, honestly one of the best ways to get mythics is to use the runes to build them. Because I have not dropped a single one. I understand it's only, you know, 2 weeks, but end of the season. All right, let's take a look at the map here. There's a lot of stuff on this floor. Let's see. I'll come up this way and hit this, and then kind of come up and around. All right. Head to the portal, towards the portal. I keep forgetting to, that the microphone picks up my button presses on my controller, so kind of have to try to keep it away from the mic a little bit. Let's go this way. Just cruising. Guy was resilient. He had like 4 different buffs. The after death effects are killers sometimes. There's only 3 beacons on this floor. Which we don't even need any because I'm already at rank 4. Right on cue. I'm still gonna do them. You get XP. Try to maximize the value of your tribute that you have to use to run these. Ooh, greater afflicted in here. Alright, boss fight time. All my cooldowns are good to go, so we'll just get right to it.
I do this for your sake, child.
Yeah.
So much good I would have done. So much.
They take so long to die. Take longer to die than the fight takes. Alright. We'll do one more Kurast run, and then we'll get to some other content. Inventory's good. Oh, 1 GA. Shadow resistance. Blah. Sometimes you're like, oh, hey, this might be a good piece of gear, and then it has like a weird greater affix, which is the GA. That's a little star thing you see. What's this one? Boss Horde keys, legendary tributes. Yeah, let's read this one. As you notice, the starting time goes down to 60 seconds here instead of 75. Potion drop penalty goes up a little bit. Shouldn't be a problem since we've been crushing these, so we will find out right now. All right, so now you got to pay attention here a little bit and try to strategize since there's reduced time. All right. I still love like hitting the enemies and watching them fly off into the distance. Where? Okay, I was like, where did the last enemy go? So to beat those spirit beacons, if you see when the enemies show up after you hit the button, there's like little white ties or strings or whatever that go to them. So those are the enemies you have to beat to get credit for the spirit beacon. Come back here. There we go. 7 seconds. Woof. And so a little more challenging because it gives less time for beating all this content. Ooh, there's a gremlin. Gremlin. Goblin. Portal prankster. Sick. Nice. Oops. Okay, let's get to that portal. Having like a reduced time buffs makes a huge difference. And you only get 20. Normally you get 23 seconds in between floors. Okay, so we'll go to that. So I'm not doing terrible on time, but definitely not as much time as normal with the non-legendary tributes. Right. Gotta stay on task a little bit more here. All right, 90 seconds. Oh, went the wrong way. Let's beat some of these guys up, and we got to get to that event. All right, Greater Spirit time, Beacon time. Wow, that didn't take too long. It took about 30 seconds, which is average. All right, so what's the attunement level? So we gotta get probably at least one more beacon before we can head to the boss fight. Seconds. Okay, we're doing good. We're at max attunement, so we're just going to head towards the portal. Alright, boss fight time. Hopefully we get some good loot out of it. The cooldowns are good. I'm gonna wait for my counterattack. There we go. It's that Y button.
Such a pity. No walls will hide
Oh
you.
my gosh. Where did she go?
Know me, sinful. I forgive you, child. I forgive you.
Okay. Hurry up and die. Wow. Got some pretty solid gear that time. 2 GA, 4 1 GAs. Got a ancestral over here. Let's see what we got. That was the sorry, not ancestral, unique. Razor plate. I already have a better version. Well, nuts. The 2 GA's staff, but I need the Sepizantec for my build, so nuts. Nuts to that. All right. Not terrible. That other chest that you saw there was from the Portal Prankster. Beat one of those Portal Prankster goblins on the second floor. And when you beat him, it says Prankster's treasure will be available at the end to run, or I forget exactly what it says, but something along those lines.
You take care now.
Let's do one more Cuirass run since that one went so fast. Arguably, it went faster than the other ones with higher time limits. Yep, let's just see what I got going on with these. 9 minutes, that should be plenty of time. Oh, there's a lot of stuff on this floor. On average, there's about 3 or 4 events on each floor that I've noticed out of these Cuirass runs. So this is a lot. There's 6 of them here. Ooh, greater afflicted. So as I mentioned earlier, the ones that have the white trail, those are the ones you have to beat to get the credit for the beacon. All right. Oh yeah, carnage. So, I mentioned it before, but that green field you see around my character, that's what is it called? An affix? A gear affix? Where it makes your Scourge, like, cast a cloud, essentially, around you for up to 9 seconds. It's pretty dope, so you only have to get with them, the enemy within the range of that, and they start taking poison damage. And some of the mechanics of this build, your Thorns damage is applied more to poisoned enemies. So that's why you see Toxic Skin and Scourge on the skill bar, which is LT and X on my skill bar. X is Toxic Skin and LT is Scourge. Ooh, I leveled up. Sick, I didn't even realize that. This one's tricky, so we're going to need both of these, I think. We don't need them. I don't know, maybe. We're not even at 1 yet on the attunement, so... Come back here. Poison killed him. Nice. This build is insane once you get it going. Basically, you just have to make sure your defensive abilities are constantly going. So anytime you see an ability down there that's not on the LT or RT, Scourge or the Hunter, you want to keep those going, because that's how you do a majority of your damage with this build. Lesser Afflicted up here. Lesser Afflicted on the mini-map are skulls. Little skulls. Like those two up in the top right. And then the Greater Afflicted is like a... Ooh, it's a skull with the horns. Doing really good on time. And remember, because of the legendary tribute, you get less time for each big boss type you kill, basically. You don't get any time for killing in any of these elites, which is kind of weird, but... Okay, flying, man. Up to 90 seconds, that's pretty good. Attunement, we're almost at 4. So I'll probably just make this line up to the portal. Just smash everything in my path. That's a Greater Afflicted, the big skull with the horns on the mini-map. You get 20 seconds for those on legendary tributes. The tributes I keep talking about are what you have to, the material you give up to start the run at the statue. Boss time. Wait for my Scourge and what's that one? Arby's Armored Hide. Another defensive ability. We 3GA. Oh, it's a glaive though. That's a weapon. Dang it. I still want to look to see what it is. Archons of Shadow Resistance for the Grand Affix. Boo. Man. Oh. These are some good affixes. Dang. I'll have to change that the attribute though, or whatever that orange star is. I don't have any core skills on this build. I will save it. I will try it out. Well, let's go ahead and hit this. Alright, so we're just looking for stuff now that's going to benefit me the most. Remember, all the core items are already done on the Paragon boards. Let's see, what's this? Cooldown reduction, I don't really need that. My cooldown's already come up pretty fast. I guess I'm going to start working towards this over here, because that 60 armor and max life, plus another bonus 30 armor, that's huge. Especially when you're going up torment ratings, because it takes like, I forget, I think it's like at least 250 armor penalty, and your resistances go down when you go up in torment level. So let's see, this will be 1, 2, 3, 6. Okay, let's just work towards that. Let's go back, salvage, and then we'll get to some other content. I know watching watching the same content over and over and over and over can be a little repetitive. Oh yeah, I forgot about this ring I got yesterday. Look at that Thorns, 350 Thorns almost, plus a 130 armor, significant, and adds to toxic skin, which that's huge because every extra level you have of those skills does even more damage. And it says gain toxic skin, but I already have it. So yes, this gear doesn't make sense, but it does make sense because of the +4 to toxic skin. I just forgot that I had it. All right, so salvage.
Come in, I don't bite. Not like I used to, anyway.
Yo, Danilo, chill, bro. Oh, let's see. I wonder how much of Deuside I have. 558. I don't think that's enough to do anything. Actually, now that I mentioned that, I'm gonna run some nightmare dungeons. Since I don't have any Abducite tributes for Kuras. Right? Yeah, I don't. Alright, so let's see. Let's just look through these. Blood Blister. Ooh, 10% more experience. Let's check my... Oh, all my stuff's dead. My potions, or my elixir and incense. It really does benefit to run those, because it gives you the XP boost if nothing else. And then if you run a nightmare dungeon that has the XP boost...
Sharp knives in here.
Variana, man. Chill. Alright, so which one are we going to run here? I always run this. The increased armor and thorns. Perfect. Song of the Mountain, Soothing Spices, Spiral Morning. Stats plus 60. That's pretty sweet. And I like nightmare dungeons. Maybe they're not as sexy as like some of the other content, but usually, you know, most of them are different. Sometimes, yes, you run the same ones, but they're not timed, you know. Sometimes you can run a dungeon you haven't run yet and get like a... I don't know what... I don't want to say it's a recipe, but it's like a fix from the dungeon. Hold up, I gotta go beat the red skulls up, so I have to collect Animus. You see, these guys are the Animus carriers. Here's the urn that I have to turn into to unlock that barrier door right there. Ah! Those after-death explosions, man. Controller is vibrating like crazy. We'll just go this way, so I know we have to come back. Oh, that's it that way. Oh,
Elder Jana,
lore, yay.
a family of wasps has crept their way into a cave in the Highlands. The wasps are harmless enough, but the locals have written to me in a panic. To think such tiny creatures could sow sheer chaos with their coming. You are strong in a language of swarms. You know the rhythms of their dances. Go to the Highlands. Guide this brood from the cave and shepherd them home where they belong. Chieftain Lori.
Alrighty. That's why the hunter's so cool. That the move I just did, that's my ultimate. Huge mobility booster. Jump clear across the screen sometimes. As long as you have an enemy in sight, it'll jump towards whatever enemy is there. So sometimes it doesn't really work out too well, but most of the time it's good. The big thing for the hunter with this build is it creates ferocity stacks. And that's important because ferocity stacks in this build increase your attack speed. Kind of important. The lightning bolts you keep seeing, that's one of my rune words. The sorcerer's bolts. And then I have like, you move 5 meters to gain the ritual points or whatever. So you see lightning bolts going crazy. You just have to move 5 meters and it hits 2 of them, roughly. So in a mobility build like this, I thought that was a pretty good one. The build on Maxroll says to use Cry, I think, like which creates Vortex. I don't know. I don't need a Vortex, I don't think, because it's kind of counter to the whole point of this build. Now, if you're running Centipede like it says to do as your main Spirit Hall, then yes, Vortex would make sense because it poisons enemies that are near you with your Centipede main hall. And it like slows enemies and damage over time. So either way works. I just personally think that the Gorilla main hall works a little bit better because of the barrier specifically. And there's a couple Paragon board things that buff your damage while you have a barrier. Okay. Alright, let's check the map. Oh man, I bet there's going to be something here that I need to go do. We'll take a gamble. Guessing. Alrighty, here's the boss. So after we do this fight, we should get the message that we cleared the dungeon. There you go. Ooh, nice. I keep getting good gear on all like the set pieces that I need for my build. Shadow resistance again. You can see my razor plate. I got kind of lucky with the, you see the yellow thorns? That's masterworked twice. So, and I still have 4 levels to go with the masterwork too. So it's not even at like peak capacity yet. It's kind of why I wanted to do these nightmare dungeons so I could get more Abducite to upgrade my gear. I think that's how you say it. Monster barrier, elemental totems. I look at the dungeon affixes to determine which one, because some of them are just plain sucky. Like the Drifting Shade, not a fan of that. Blood Blister, not a fan. Suppressor, not bad. It just makes it take a smidge longer. Volcanic, that one's not great either. Let's just do this monster barrier one. So if you're in a nightmare dungeon and you activate the key for another one, it puts you automatically outside the dungeon. And then you can just open your map and look for this icon. Travel, and it ports you right to the dungeon. Pretty cool. A huge time saver. Okay. Sorry, my earbuds kind of falling on my ear a little bit. Did anything come out of that cage? Weird. So the affix was, I think it was Monster Barrier. It gives them a shield, basically. You see how their health has that blue, or gray, whatever it is, over it? That's a barrier. Works pretty much the same way as my barrier. You can see my health orb or whatever, that blue stuff over it, that's my barrier. Oh, blasted those dudes out of their socks. So I uncaged that guy and then blew him back into the cage. Nice.
It's a fight you wanted.
Shot him into the wall. Ooh, lore
Vile
time.
bloodsuckers are only capable of lies, unless properly motivated. We have many useful tools to inflict pain upon these. This is what you asked for. Your blood spilled, bones broken. Ariana's your girl.
Did it again. My natural position is to rest with my arms on the armrest, but that puts the mic, well, the controller, like right next to the mic almost. Whew. Thought I was gonna get messed up by the explosion.
You're there! Please,
Ooh.
help us get out of here!
I like doing the events in the Nightmare Dungeon because I think the event monsters drop devastate as well. Where's the third adventurer? I see two. Oh, there he is over here. Okay. You got to keep these guys alive in this event. Each one you keep alive gives you like a small boost, bonus reward, essentially. Inevitably, they still get messed up pretty good. This one over here is almost dead. Told you, man, this build is sick.
Take this, my friend. It's not much, but I hope it helps.
Okay, so there you go. See, they each dropped like an additional gold. Ooh, gem fragments, nice. Let me take a peek at that real quick. Yeah, you need a lot of gem fragments to build those caches. The season quest says to like build X amount of caches from the jeweler. Oh, lots of baddies in here. Ooh, a chest. Nice. Okay, this is the end right there. There's always, I don't want to say always, but there's usually a health well, which is that heart thing on the mini-map near where the final boss is for these dungeons. Yep, okay, got everybody. Sometimes I like making sure I chase down as many bad guys as I can in these dungeons because, again, a lot of them drop devastate, and that's the whole point of doing these dungeons. Alright. Let's see. Yeah. Satisfied with that. I'm not going to go back and get this area down here. Cooldowns are coming up. That's good. Blue Bishop. Oh man, I forgot the bosses have the barrier as well. Alright, Ethan's Keep complete. Let's check how much of Devastate we got now. So we had like 550, and then I did 2 Nightmare Dungeons, and we got, what, like 800 or so? Not terrible. This drives me nuts, though. The magic gear and torment levels. Why? Even this, like rare gear, why? Let's do... I wonder how much a Devastate I need. I think I need at least like 3,000 to do it 2 upgrades. Oh, duh. Keys. Right. Drifting Shade, Blood Blister. Let's do this one. So it'll port you out outside the entrance, and then you can go to your map like we did last time. Yep, you see the icons right here. Tier 7 Nightmare Dungeon. I've never noticed that before. Weird. Okay, whatever. Who was that? Oh, one of the Marauders. Whew. So that red icon up in the mini-map, those are just the elemental totems. That's the affix for this dungeon. Whoops. Mm-hmm. Chest, nice. Oh, I was like, what's this circle? It's the totem. Stuck on something. That was weird. So this, you gotta slay the bandit captains, which are the big red skulls on the mini-map. There's one down. I'm sure I'll end up going the wrong way or something. I always do. Okay, so I only got one, so obviously the other guys are over here somewhere. So we'll have to go back. There's another one. Well, there was another one. Ah, corrupted shrine, man. Dang. That's okay. I actually don't mind him in the nightmare dungeons. More of Dusite, potentially. See what we got. Bunch of nothing. Nice. Okay, so the other guy's probably over here somewhere. Yeah, those lightning bolts are pretty awesome. Oh no, another event.
Let's get out of here!
They're here! You ready?
The only
I'm
way
ready,
out
boy.
of this is
Born
to
ready.
fight.
Got you, man. I told you. We're gonna help you out here. Leave no one behind, you know what I'm saying?
You deserve this. Never seen anyone fight like you.
Oh, gem fragments, nice. I keep forgetting to keep an eye on my obols. That's the 1721 number in the inventory. You can only hold, let's see, 2580, but you actually start with less than that, I think. Now, I forget how you boost. Oh, that was an enemy. Forget how you boost your capacity on those. So we still got, okay, one more guy to look for here. He's got to be over here. There he is. Oh, there he was. Okay, so now that door should be unsealed up here. So we'll head that way. I think we got all the other enemies. Yep, the health well. Whoa. Guys getting a little fancy here. So you even get the Unveiler's Oath for doing these nightmare dungeons. That's the season currency. So, like, there's multiple reasons to do these. Like, if they're pretty chill, they're usually always different. Alright, so picked up some runes. Or were those the runes from the Cuirass runes? That's probably where it was. Blood Blister, Drifting Shade. Gold Find, Suppressor. Yeah, let's do this one, I guess. We're just going to keep running these. I need that Abducite to masterwork my gear. Masterworking your gear is critical in the higher torment levels. Where is it? Oh, it's over here. See, like this is what I was talking about a little earlier, where you can get the aspects where it says rewards on first completion. So that's why another reason why it's beneficial to run Nightmare Dungeons, because you can gather all these different aspects. So if you want to run a second player or second character, then you basically won't be starting over as far as like the aspects and affixes and stuff go, because you've already gathered them. You see here, it's for, I think that's Necromancer or Sorcerer only down there in red, which is fine. It's just another side benefit. Okay, collect Animus. Give me your Animus. Whoa. Oh. That's the one drawback of these, wow. Somebody's trying to trade a Ring of Starless Skies 2GA. You can't see it, the chat's behind my video box. Sorry, but that's pretty crazy.
I have come to these lands to be in service for my master. He has promised me both life and blood. Resilience as the world crumbles. I crave such stability, such strength. I was born weak into a world that has no tolerance for it. I continue to be weak to feed my master. But I know that one day, soon, I will be reborn anew. His equal and his ally and his kin. This day will come. This day will come.
So like I was saying, the one drawback of these Animus Carrier dungeons is if you miss it, like say you kill this guy and you don't pick up the Animus, see, watch, your bird doesn't grab it, or your pet, whatever. So that can get a little tedious, but still fun. I missed something back here.
Wouldn't have made it without.
Get out of here.
You're a saint.
I don't know about all that, but I'll take it. Oh, crap, I'm gonna have to go back the other way, huh? Oop.
You're a saint.
Oh, dang, that's a pretty good one. Cry. That's the vortex thing I was talking about earlier. Max Roll says that should be one of your rune words for this build. Generate vortex. Chest. Ah. Resplendent Guardian. Haha. Yep. Instantly vaporize them. Oh, Helltide time. Nice. So we might jump on that after this. Jump into that Helltide. After this dungeon, I'll masterwork my gear. Thanks for the follow, dude. Dang it. Oh boy. Sneak attack. Got some gen fragments off that guy. That was nice.
Wouldn't have made it without you.
Well, that was it. Dungeon complete. More magic gear. Nice. Another rare. Alright, so we'll go salvage this gear and then we'll jump in that Helltide. Yeah, I already checked that one out. Harlequin Quest 3GA, somebody trying to trade that?
How
Man,
can I help?
I wish I could drop something like that, man.
Come back if you need the forge.
Alright, what's this? Oh, Abducite. Sick. So you get around like 6 to 800 on those cuirass runs for Abducite, I think. What are we doing? Oh, Helltide. Yeah, let's do it. Just started. I'm actually going to port here so we can hit the Blood Maiden, get a bunch of cinders in a quick amount of time. You need the cinders to open up the treasure chests. And the Helltide chests are actually pretty solid for the most part. They contain random stuff, but usually I think all of them contain gem fragments too. Let's see what... all my stuff's expired. Let's go ahead and restart. Just for the XP boost, mainly. And the added armor can't hurt, you know? Wrong way. I only have 10 baneful hearts. Baneful hearts, my bad.
What is this?
Picked up a new quest. Let's clear these guys and then I'll summon the Blood Maiden or start the ritual. Only one down. Oh, there's another player. Cool. Cool, 2 more players. Nice. More players just make this go super fast. See, we're up to almost 70 cinders already. That sorcerer is probably going to nuke the Blood Maiden in one shot, so I assume that's why he's standing right there in the middle. Yep. Well, boy, that was fast. Oh, and Whisper Cache. Nice. I already put 3 in the first time, but I'll put 1 more in. At least I didn't have to do a whole 3 at that time. That's the other benefit of players being here at these Helltide events. The Baneful Hearts are kind of harder to come by, I think, this season so far. You get them from beating Helltide, or, yeah, Helltide Commanders, I think, and Harbingers, I think. Sometimes you'll find them in the chests, too, which is another reason to run Helltides. Oh, man. It's getting crazy here now. Well, that was the Battle Maiden. Didn't even see her show up. So we'll run the Battle Maiden this one last time. Hopefully that'll give us enough for the big chest. Big chest is 250 cinders. Alright, so let's look for the big chest. Actually, we should probably go turn this cache in. This falling lava gets kind of tricky. Oh man, carnage. About to level up again. Yay. Yay, leveled up. Oh, I missed with the Tugter. Oh, that's okay. Oh, I thought they got her already. Alright, so let's look for this chest. Okay. I just want to get a little closer to the chest. That way, when I come back from the town portal, I don't end up in the middle of a Blood Maiden battle, potentially. Let's go back and turn this cache in. Whisper cache.
It is done.
See what we got. Nothing amazing. Did get a rune. Let's grab the stuff out of the stash.
The forge is always hot.
How much of a do side do I have? Ooh, 2290. Uh-oh. That's not what I wanted to do. 10 out of 12, 9 out of 12. That's probably going to be the cheapest one. The upgrade, 900. Yeah, let's go with another one. Let's check it out. Nice. Alright, that was a pretty good upgrade. Let's hit this skill point. We're going to work down towards this node here, this rare node. I'm just going to come straight down, straight over. Alright, let's get back to the hell time. Rune, nice. Alright. Oh, these guys, all these elites hanging out up here. You can see all the lightning bolts. So if you have like extra offering or whatever, it just keeps casting lightning bolts. Alright, let's go get this chest. Whoops, went the wrong way, of course. Whoops. Ooh, 1 GA. Oh, that's him with the lightning bolts. Okay, or her, whoever. Ooh. Oh man, it's a cliff. Okay. Just gonna go down there and help that person, but poison, lightning, electrified obelisk. Yeah, see, not a fan of those. This is not a good combo for me to be fighting. There we go. Okay, let's having trouble with this guy over here, huh? Alright, so let's go get this chest. Let's get this one.
Let's see what you got.
This chest. Got stuck. That was cool. I don't have enough cinders. Nice. Oh, so close. I need a couple more cinders. Six more cinders. Let's see. Sometimes there's cinders in those. Well, dang. Oh, there's some enemies. Ah, the lava. Not great. Okay, so we have enough for the chest now, so let's go get that. What's this? Let's make our way over to this chest here. I know I don't have enough cinders for it, but hopefully there's going to be some enemies around here. $150. Nice. Alright, so let's go. Let's go down to that one, see how many cinders that chest is. That's one of the nightmare dungeons I think we did. Yep, Mornfield. See, there's a check mark on the gate on the mini-map. Cool. Somebody's running the blood maiden. Blood maiden. $75 cinders. Where's the other area? Down here. Let's make our way down towards this other area. Try to get the I don't know what the orange chests are called, the greater chests or whatever. Let's see how many cinders this chest right here is. Nice. Picked up a good amount of cinders there. Exactly the right amount. Oh. Okay. Just keep heading towards the other zone, Peltad zone. Yeah, the demons come when I hit those bushes. I don't know why. Oh, here we go. They don't like me getting the bushes, I guess. I don't know. Plant material. Oh, they just showed up. I think this is like actually an ambush location base, though. Ooh, well, these guys.
Let's have a peek inside.
Let's go to the other zone. Keep getting sidetracked. It's probably better anyway, so we can get more cinders. Have more cinders on hand. It's all the way over here. Alright. By the time we make it to that chest, we should have over 250 cinders, hopefully. Okay, getting there. It's a long journey. I don't want to get sucked into that event, so I'm just going to try to go around it. Well, actually, this one is not terrible. Some of these events are not a whole lot of fun, so this one's pretty easy because you basically just bash enemies and try to get them inside these circles and beat them up. Okay, one down. Ooh-wee. Little carnage going on there. Okay. So we're at 250. We officially have enough for the chest. Inventory is almost full. So now we just work our way back and get as many chests as we can.
Let's have a peek inside.
Okay, we probably won't have enough for this chest. 75. Hoping to pick up more cinders here, but oh well. We'll just go to the next chest. Or not. Oh, that's the wrong way. $75. I'm only at 65. Awesome. How much is this one? 75 again. Oops. I meant to jump back towards the enemies. Ah, dang it. I have to go around anyway. Up here, yeah. All these guys, where'd they come from? Oh, it's because these Iron Wolf guys are here. I think I got 3 more slots in the inventory. That one's 75 over here. Maybe we'll get lucky and some enemies will show up. To 63. $65. Let's try down over here somewhere. There we go. Oh, man. One short. Oh, there we go. Should get one at least from that. Yep. 6. So let's go get that chest now. Somebody's out there getting murked. You can't see it, but I keep seeing these notifications that other players have been slain. Let's go there. Maybe by the time we make it up there, we'll have enough cinders. Wow, the falling lava started. Nowhere near enough. What's in here? Big wide open area. Must be like a world boss area or something. Or Legion event. Oh man, we're only up to 27 cinders. Ooh, there's a lot of gold. Nice, just got 5 cinders out of that. The same character keeps getting killed. I keep seeing the notification in the chat window. Oh man, 150. Nuts. Okay, so we're not going to have that. Actually, we'll try coming over here and see if there's any enemies. Ow. Just my hand on the table. Nice. Let's see. Let's get this guy. He'll turn into an elite. Oh, or not. Nice. Ooh. So what I do when I fill up my inventory is I only keep legendaries. And then 1 GAs and so on and so forth. I don't really need them. All I'm going to do is salvage them anyway. And your stash will hold up to 10 items in town. I don't like wasting a whole lot of time traveling back and forth, portaling and stuff. Ooh. Okay, we're getting some good cinder action. We're almost halfway with 150. Are there? I should have checked the map before over here. Dang. Right. But there really aren't any other close chests either. Okay. Oh, the Crane Tribe. Huh. Nice. I have some long-form YouTube content from some missions from the Crane Tribe. I did it last season. I think it's called Consumed by Honor or something like that. Consumed by Pride, that's what it is. That's leaving the Helltide area. That's going into their hut loot. Basically, that's like their village. That's a warrior tribe. So we're up to 114 cinders. Oh yeah, nice. My threat meter was all the way up, so now they're going to start sending elites and Helltide Harbingers and whatnot. Okay, we're over 150 cinder from all that, so that's pretty good. Let's go back and get that chest over here. This chest. Ooh. Weird, got stuck. Didn't see any obstacles. This dude's resilient. Right. Porix Death Flash. Uh-oh. Feared me. Oh man, taking damage. Ha. Got a couple good hits in on me. I'm nuts. I went outside the circle. Event's over. Alright, let's get this chest. Okay. Wonder if we can make it over here. We got 11 minutes left in the Helltide. Oh, get stuck on their obstacles. Room. Yay. Ooh. Enemy exploded. Yeah, we are running this event here, this little Hellspire thing. This is the longest I've seen anyone run this event, or whatever, this Hellspire Tower, or whatever it is. I'm gonna drop one of these, this up.
Wouldn't have made it without you.
Let's see what you got.
Yeah, I don't want to get involved in all this. So we're just gonna go around it. Ooh. Oop.
Bless you.
Nice. Skip that guy. Oop. It's leveled up. Where's that chest? Oh, it's right here. Oh, I forgot my inventory was full up. I just want the compass. All right. Let's go down here, see if we can grab that. Oop, I'm stuck. Carnage.
Bless you.
Okay, we should have more than enough cinder for that chest. Ooh, 2 GA, nice. I have to come back in a second to grab that. Make sure I don't get murked by this falling lava. Whew. Okay. There's another chest here. We'll be able to grab that. Ooh, unique. Okay, let's see. Let's drop some of this stuff. Let's see if we can. I think this is the last chest actually in this whole area. Yeah, so let's go grab it. Should be able to get there. Gonna need some more cinders, most likely. It'll probably be a 150. Nice treasure goblin. Woohoo! I think it is a 150. Oh, 75, okay. So we just have to hope there's some enemies that show up around here. Or maybe run this event. Cool. Somebody must have ran it and then like left or something. I don't know. That's 75 right there. So let's look up to 12 painful hearts. That's good. So that was the last chest, I think. Ooh. Let's just ride out the helltide and try to get some XP. Extra XP. Whoa. I like hitting the guys and they fly back. That's awesome. All right, helltide's over. Just... Okay, let's go back to the Tree of Whispers. It's where I favorited my town portal this season. Let's see, did we get anything good? That's pretty good, but man, I need the Harmony of Ebawaka. I don't know that I need it, but that's what they. Yeah, if the GA was something besides fire resistance, I would probably rock it, but I gotta keep Yen's blessing because the resistance is boost. Nice. Upgraded to some aspects. Sweet. Let's pop this skill point. And those are gone, so that's cool, I guess. What's new on my profile? Okay. All right, guys. Thank you for tuning in. The people who did, thanks for the subscribe, or the follow, whatever. You know what I mean. It's not a subscribe, follow. Anyway, so thanks for tuning in, and that's gonna do it for me for today. And until next time, y'all take it easy.